Hey Firearm Warriors, this is G. I'm coming back in with another attack in our current war. I did a video on my number 1. I'm catching on the number 3 I hit, which were my 2 top hits in this war. And I wanted to show this one because I believe if I would have got my EQ rate ability off on this one, I almost could have 3-starred. Definitely would have got a much higher percentage. And it ended up being a really good hit. I saw this single inferno here, and you know, I know this style of base a lot of times is better to hit from the opposite side and come, but I didn't want to get diverted like this and just have this attack piss out by the time it gets to here. So I came up with another plan, and it ended up working really well. And I was going to drop an EQ here and come in like this and mob some witches here, mass witch in with my giants, and was hoping to get enough structures on the sides to funnel this to here and drop a jump here. So let's see how it goes. You know, I'm coming with a GIWIWI here because of the single, and I brought this heal. I bring a heal spell as well. I'm going to point that out because these 2 infernos are way over on this side. So I'm going to try and put a heal in the middle here and try and keep a bunch of my troops up long enough to make it over to the town hall. And it ends up working out really well. I get the pull out here right away, which is nice. I can handle this way away from the infernos and most of the expos. I get some of the structures for the funnel here. My Peck is going to go shopping, but that's also going to help funnel my witches in to this side, which is where I want to be. I want to be coming at the single inferno. So that works out just fine. So I put the heal down in here. I put the rage down. So my giants were walking through that heal all the way into all this fire. So they're still almost at max health right now. They got skellies coming out. They got both infernos on them. But the single's only going to be able to fry one at a time. I brought enough giants. I got these witches coming in. With a little bit of luck here, these skellies are going to get ahead of my heroes and distract this single inferno. It doesn't happen, and I was just a little slow on the trigger on my EQ, which you're going to see here in a minute. But if I would have been a little faster, this attack was really kicking ass. So I don't know what would have happened. Maybe wouldn't have got the base anyway, but it sure would have been fun to watch. I wish I would have got the ability off, but I'll show you the rest of my plan. It pretty much works out just like I planned, and I always love it when that happens, when a plan comes together. So I'm raging here. Everything's going into this rage. I got the jump down, so I got a few skellies coming in to distract. I got some skellies on the outside distracting. So right on my AQ right away, I hit the warden ability. I should be hitting my queen ability right now. I failed to do so because I was watching the town hall go down, and was surprised that I had made it that far, to tell you the truth. But I was locked on. There's 1 hit left on this inferno tower here. Look at the health on this thing. I had 1 hit. If I would have raged the AQ, she was almost at full. I would have knocked this out with the first punch and probably took out a few more of these defenses. Who knows, what would have happened then. After my my AQ goes down, this starts owning everything here in the middle. But I did have some stuff in here, so I don't know. I don't know how far that would have went, but I'm thinking instead of 66%, I would have been up in the high 80s anyway, and had a chance, however remote, at the 3-star. But I missed it, and that ends the tax. So watch the rest of this play out. Now see, then that single ends up taking out my warden. My warden would have stayed up and been blasting on stuff as well. Took out my BK. So I get a nice solid 2-star here so far. My witch is going to come around the side and clean up much of these structures to get me to 66%. So we'll speed that up. And really there wasn't a ton left on this base. I put a big hurt on that base. So anyway, I was just going to share how I planned this hit. It worked out well. I think it's a great strategy for anything that has a single Inferno on it, whether it's just one single, even. I focused my freezes on the other. I only brought one this time because I brought the heal, but I focused that on the multi. And come at them. We should be wrecking these single Inferno bases. There's no reason not to. You come with GIWIWI and you just run them over. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.